What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and I'm joined by Canadian Yorker, and we are at this time again with another pay per view. This is 2025 Elimination Chamber in Toronto, Canada. Canadian Yorker's, homeland. Elimination Chamber 2025 prediction video for you guys. Yeah, let's get started. It's going to be a great show. A little disappointed that there's no title on the line. I miss those times that when the title are being defended inside the Elimination Chamber. And actually, this marks the first time since I believe 2021 Survivor Series. I think I don't know. First time since Survivor Series 2021. I don't know if it's correct that a title has not been defended at a pay per view, so that's crazy. But Elimination Chamber 2025 prediction video coming at you right now. Bruin Steel, Canadian Yorker, we're here. Canadian Yorker, how are you feeling tonight?
Feeling great tonight. I feel rejuvenated. Just it's the end of the week. Just upcoming elimination chamber is just around the corner. There's so many things happening. We're gonna see some pretty exciting and surprising returns as well. And I mean, it's unfortunate that there's not going to be any title defenses, but I'd love to see some title defenses happen. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We're going to see some people be becoming the challengers to get the titles. So we'll have to see what happens going forward.
All right, so let's get started. So there's two elimination chamber matches, both men and women. Obviously, the winner gets a World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 41, and we're leaving those two. We're gonna talk about those in the final two matches. So we're gonna start off with the regular matches. Let's start off with the regular matches. We got a tag team match. We're starting off with the tag team match, which honestly I'm excited for. We got Tiffany Stratton teaming up with Toronto's own Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I can't wait for this match, obviously, because of the two blondes teaming up together. Tiffany Stratton and Toronto's own Trish Stratus teaming up against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. And how this works every time with the pay per view is Canadian Yorker is going to give his prediction first, and then I'm going to finish it up with giving you my predictions. Canadian Yorker, I will give you the floor. Tag team match. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. What are your thoughts of this match, and who are you predicting to win this tag team match?
I definitely think it is quite an exciting thing to see Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus both teaming up against Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. I will say that Candice LeRae doesn't really have to do much work because Nia Jax will be doing most of the work to get the win for both of them. And Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus have to team up together to be able to come up with the win. This is not really going to be an easy win for both of them. Obviously, they're facing Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Um, I do think that Tiffany Stratton is going to be and Trish Stratus are going to be pulling out with the win over uh, over Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. So that's what I'm locking in as my pick for the winner of this match.
So you're locking your pick in. You're locking in Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus to defeat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
I am locking it in.
All right. So for me, yeah, obviously, I just gotta say it. Tiffany Stratton needs this win. She's going into WrestleMania 41 against Charlotte Flair, who's dominant. That's the match that I can't wait to see. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, the battle of the blondes going at it. But then it's Trish Stratus, man. Trish Stratus is from Toronto. She has to win in front of her crowd, and I think that Tiffany and Trish. I mean, I had a little, I was scratching my head. It's like I'm asking myself, Why all of a sudden they're nice? Because last time we saw Tiffany Stratton was a heel and she was being really disrespectful towards Trish. Last time they were in Toronto was in Money in the Bank. So I'm kind of shocked that Trish actually saved Tiffany after being disrespectful to her. But I think they can team. I think they can team up really well together. So I'm locking my pick in. I am picking Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus to defeat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. You know, I mean, honestly, it could go either way. I just feel like Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, if they won, it's gonna look bad. I mean, they could win. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae could win, but I just feel like it's gonna look bad. So I'm taking Tiffany and Trish Stratus in this one to beat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Before we go on to the next match, any last thoughts?
Yeah, I could definitely see Nia Jax and Candice LeRae winning. However, Toronto is Trish Stratus's hometown, as well as my own hometown. I gotta say, Toronto is also my hometown as well, and so it makes sense that the hometown hero does get the win. And I just can't see Trish Stratus losing and Tiffany Stratton losing this match because it would be shocking for that to happen. I mean, if it turned out the same way like it turned out for Drew McIntyre when he lost in Scotland, I mean, people will be pissed if that happened. And I mean, I wouldn't be happy either. But I would say Trish Stratus and Candice I'm sorry, Trish Stratus and Tiffany are going to get the win. That's for sure.
All right. So both of us has picking Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. So yeah, both of us has locked our pick in. And that would do it. We have both picked Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus to defeat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Moving forward, we got a unsatuated match. This is gonna be a hell of a match. The history between these two men, the hatred between these two men. Obviously, they fought against each other over the years, and it's personal now. Unsatuated match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, longtime friends, and now the rivalry has grew. Kevin Owens, obviously, the story is he's just a vicious man. Sami Zayn's been through a lot, and obviously the hate has come back just because I think Sami Zayn didn't help Kevin Owens beat Cody Rhodes in that ladder match at the Royal Rumble. So, it's just power driver after power driver. So in this unsanctuated match, we got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, which is going to be hell of a match. If you guys don't know what unsanctuated match is, it's basically anything goes. The company is not, responsible for any ending career injuries that happened in this match. So if Kevin Owens just hits multiple power drivers, then the match just continues. That's it. There's nothing you can do. So it's gonna be a hell of a match. It's gonna be a dangerous match for Sami Zayn. So Canadian Yorker, you have the floor in this one. What are your thoughts on this unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? Who do you think is gonna come out victorious? Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn in this match?
I definitely believe this is going to be a brutal, bloody match between both these men. They're going to be putting their body on the line, their lives on the line, just to see who can get the win. And it is going to be quite wild to see who's going to be coming out the victor because only one is going to be the victor, but also only one or the other one will be a injured, bloody mess. And this is not going to be a very pretty fight between both of them. Obviously, um, I would say I am leaning more towards. I would say Kevin Owens should be the one coming out the victor of this situation because he had the opportunity to win the WWE Championship, but Sami Zayn costed him the opportunity to win, which he helped Cody win, obviously, and of course, Kevin Owens has completely legitimate reasons for going after Sami Zayn because he cost him one of the biggest matches of his career. And if Sami Zayn had not interfered, uh, Kevin Owens would be the champion right now, would be sitting as champion right now. And so it's kind of a tough call. Um, I could see Sami Zayn coming out of this because he did defend Cody Rhodes. He did help Cody win, but he's also part of the bloodline, which is what Kevin Owens hates. Kevin Owens hates this, and it's a tough call. It is a tough call for me. Um, I probably am going to have to go with locking in my pick to be. Uh, I just can't see Kevin Owens going and feuding with Sammy with Cody again, and so I probably would be picking. I got to go with Kevin Owens to be the victor here, because Kevin Owens, he needs some wins. He has been losing some of his matches, and he needs a win. Um, and that has to come out. He has to come out as the winner, obviously. So I just got to see him coming out and getting the win over Sami Zayn, because I can't see this match going forward into WrestleMania. So I got to say Kevin Owens is coming out as the winner, unless both of them are still gonna be feuding after Elimination Chamber. If they continue feuding after Elimination Chamber, they have like maybe a couple more matches. Then they let's just say it's gonna be good. So I got to go with with Kevin. Sorry, I got to go with Kevin to get this win.
So you're locking in your pick with Kevin Owens defeating Sami
Yes,
Zayn.
I am. Yes, I am.
Oh boy. All right. For me, obviously this is gonna be a special match between the two because obviously in Toronto, Canada, two Canadian guys grew up together, obviously, and the hate is there. But I just feel like obviously Kevin Owens is a madman. Obviously we've seen. I mean, I don't remember the last time these two fought on a one-on-one match. Who won? I think it was Kevin who won. I think it was Sammy that one might have won. I don't know. But then I don't know. It was I think Randy Orton might return here. I think like I said, there's gonna be some surprising returns. I think Randy Orton might be one of them, and obviously Kevin Owens is responsible for injuring Randy Orton. If you don't remember, Kevin Owens hitting the pile driver or the package driver on Randy Orton, taking out him for months. So I think unsaturated match, anything goes. I could definitely see Randy Orton making his surprising entrance. I mean, excuse me, a surprising return. And maybe I could possibly see is there's a possibility that Randy Orton could come back and screw Kevin Owens over and give the win to Sammy. I mean, what did Sami Zayn ever did to Randy Orton? We can see Randy Orton coming back and screwing Kevin Owens. I mean, that's a possibility, but I just feel like Sammy needs to win more than Kevin Owens does. I'm not quite sure. I think Sami Zayn has the heart. This was a tough one. This is anything goes. Kevin Owens has the advantage a little bit with the body. Um, so it's hard to tell. So I could definitely see Randy returning right here and screwing Kevin Owens. I think it might happen, but I'm gonna make it interesting. I know it's gonna be a risky pick. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna go for the risky pick. I think it's gonna be a really risky pick for me right here. So hit me or not, I'm gonna go for this really risky pick. I am locking my pick in. I am picking Sami Zayn to defeat Kevin Owens in this unsolicited match. So yeah, I am locking in Sami Zayn to defeat Kevin Owens in this unsolicited match. So yeah, really risky pick, but I don't know. I have a strange feeling, but that's just that. I mean, I could definitely, like I said, I can definitely see Randy Orton coming back and screwing Kevin Owens, with Sammy winning. So that could happen, but yeah, that would do it. You picked Kevin Owens. And I picked Sami Zayn in this one. I made pretty much a really risky pick right here. So before we move on, any last thoughts? What do you think of my pick?
I mean, I can see a point. I see a point about Sami Zayn getting the win, getting the win over Kevin Owens, and because of the help of Randy Orton. Randy Orton really has no problems with Sami Zayn. I would say that they're respectable friends. But I mean, Randy Orton could be playing us. and who knows if he's just playing us because he is a master manipulator and mental games, and he could be playing us. He could be helping Kevin Owens get the win over Sami Zayn, just to kind of get back at the bloodline. At the same time. At the same time, Kevin Owens maybe could be getting help from the bloodline, and I mean the when I mean the bloodline, I mean Solo and Jacob Fatu and those guys. Okay, so but at the same time, the new bloodline probably is having its own internal issues going on. So maybe the new bloodline will not help Kevin Owens get the win over Sami Zayn, but it kind of makes sense that Randy Orton would come back and help Sammy win against Kevin Owens. Yeah, that's probably going to happen or might happen.
All right, so that would do it for that one. I got Sami Zayn defeating Kevin Owens. Canadian Yorker got Kevin Owens defeating Sami Zayn. So we are now moving on to the exciting matches now. The two elimination chamber. There's a men's chamber match and a women's chamber match, and I will leave it to Canadian Yorker. Canadian Yorker, would you like to start off with the men's elimination chamber, or would you like to start off with the women's?
Let's do the women's.
Would you like to do a women's? All right, so we got the Elimination Chamber match for a Women's World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 41 because Charlotte Flair picked Tiffany. The winner will get a match with Rhea Ripley for the World Heavyweight Champion, the Women's World Championship. So we got Liv Morgan versus Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez. So it's stacked. Winner gets a shot at Rhea Ripley's Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41. And it's stacked, man. There's a lot of new faces. Obviously, the return of Alexa Bliss, and now she's in the Elimination Chamber mix. Like, wow. We see NXT owns Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez, who has been awesome in NXT, coming up in the Elimination Chamber picture. And obviously, we've seen Liv Morgan and Bianca, who were in the chamber last year. And then we see Bayley, who been in the Elimination Chamber, but I don't think she was in it last year. But yeah, a lot of new phases, and it's stacked, man. So Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. Canadian Yorker, you have the floor. What are your thoughts on the contenders, and what are your thoughts on this match? And who do you think is going to win it all and face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 41?
Oh man, that is. Let's just say that, man, it's gonna be tough to determine. Liv Morgan was the past Elimination Chamber winner. Liv Morgan probably could be the best bet for the to challenge Rhea Ripley for a chance at WrestleMania. But I don't want to see Liv Morgan challenge Rhea Ripley again. That's not happening. Because Liv Morgan is just won the tag team championship. So I'm gonna cross out Liv Morgan after her win against Raquel and Bianca. That's not happening. Liv Morgan, I'm gonna X her out. Bianca Belair, she lost her tag team title to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So I think Bianca Belair probably would be probably someone with a higher probability that's gonna win it all in the elimination chamber. But then there's Bayley. Bayley is also somebody that could also win it at elimination chamber. Alexa Bliss. Um, I mean, Alexa Bliss is kind of uh, an interesting person, and I can say that yes, Alexa Bliss is probably somebody that probably would win at Elimination Chamber. Um, I can see her doing that. Um, she would definitely be an interesting person that could challenge Rhea Ripley for the title. Roxanne Perez is also she was a dominant NXT champion, women's NXT champion. I could see Roxanne coming in and just shaking it up and doing her thing. Um, and I mean, this is kind of tough. Probably would have to cross out Roxanne and Alexa, and it's probably going to come down to Bayley and Bianca. Bayley and Bianca have a history, and we know the history between these two women. Bayley was part of Damage Control. She made Bianca Belair's life hell, but so Bianca Belair beat Bayley a few times to get the to try to get her championship, but she just couldn't persevere and get it. So I mean, this is kind of tough to call between Bayley down to Bayley and Bianca. Um, I I get that. I know we've seen a preview before in the past when Bianca Belair was champion and Rhea Ripley was also champion. Bianca Belair is probably the better person to that because that's I'd say on equal footing as Rhea Ripley because Rhea Ripley has pretty much defeated most of her competition except she has never faced. She has I believe she has faced Bianca Belair in the past, but that was on NXT, and she has faced Bayley before. But I mean, Bayley's also a pretty good candidate to face Rhea Ripley herself. This is kind of a tough call. Um, I can see, man.
Come on, you already know who you want to pick. Come on, don't be shy.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna delay it. I'm gonna pick Bianca Belair. I'm gonna say Bianca Belair is probably coming out of this.
Knew it.
Uh, as the Bianca Belair is coming out. Bianca Belair. I'm gonna double down on this. Bianca Belair is coming out of Elimination Chamber as the challenger for Rhea Ripley and the title. Unless Jade Cargill comes out. Oh man, if Jade Cargill comes out, this is gonna be crazy. But Bianca Belair, I'm locking it in. Bianca Belair is coming out as a champion, as the challenger
Yeah,
to
thing
challenge
is,
Rhea
like,
Ripley.
all right, so you're locking in Bianca Belair?
I'm locking in
Of
Bianca.
course, yeah. But yeah, I understand. Yeah. So, you're locking in Bianca Belair.
I'm locking in Bianca.
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I had so many issues with this one. Obviously, before this even happened, I saw the lineup and I said the only person that I saw in this chamber that could honestly win it all is Liv Morgan. But looking at Liv Morgan, I mean, she's done everything. Look, I way back when Becky Lynch was around, people are like, oh, Liv deserves a title match against Rhea Ripley, not Becky Lynch, because last year WrestleMania we had Becky and Rhea. People wanted Liv, but Liv Morgan, she's done it all. I mean, obviously three-time tag team champions now, but now she's tag team champion. And look, this whole, I don't care if Liv Morgan fans are pissed at me or whoever. This whole Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley feud is over. It's over, guys. It ended at Raw debut on Netflix. It's over, guys. Don't jinx it too long. Don't jinx it any further. Please, Triple H, don't book Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley again. It won't make sense because Liv Morgan literally just won the tag team titles, and that's just a sign that Bianca might just go on a singles run now. And obviously the whole Jade Cargill story. So Liv Morgan winning, it just doesn't make sense unless something happens. Like people are talking about, oh, Liv Morgan wins. Io Sky gets in. Io Sky gets in the mix because people are talking about Rhea Ripley and Io Sky WrestleMania matchup. But no, they're gonna face off in Buffalo next week. So obviously, Liv Morgan, I just don't. It wouldn't make sense if they do Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley again. So I don't think Liv is going to win the elimination chamber. Obviously she came in second place last year, but she could get eliminated earlier than she did last year. Um, well, obviously, Liv Morgan, I think her best bet is just focus on in the tag team division. Now you have the tag team titles with Raquel Rodriguez. So I'm crossing off Liv Morgan. Alexa Bliss, obviously we haven't seen Alexa Bliss in forever. But honestly, Alexa Bliss could make a comeback. She could win, but there's no storyline between Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley. But looking back at Charlotte Flair's return, there's people are saying that there's no history between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, but look what happens. Charlotte Flair chooses Tiffany Stratton, but there wasn't any storyline. But then it was obviously a build up Fans wants to see that match, obviously. But do fans really want to see Alexa Bliss versus Rhea Ripley? I just don't think that's a match that is going to be in the works. So I'm gonna cross out Alexa Bliss. I think that's just a start. Obviously Alexa Bliss has been inside elimination, chamber before, but I just don't think this is the time yet. She just came back. She needs to, have some progress. Obviously get a feel what's going on. So I'm gonna cross out Alexa Bliss. So obviously Bayley. Obviously Bayley could win because there's been build up. Bayley's been talking to Rhea, saying that see you at WrestleMania. I want to face you at WrestleMania. Bayley and Rhea Ripley. There's some history there, but not a lot. But Bayley could win. Naomi and Rhea Ripley. That's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Obviously, it should be a babyface versus a heel. Obviously, and I don't think Naomi is going to be winning. Sorry. So Naomi, you're out of here. Sorry. Roxanne Perez. I love what she did in NXT. Obviously, and I just feel like she deserved a main roster spot. Obviously, but I just don't think there's history. Roxanne and Rhea Ripley. There's literally no storyline. We didn't see Rhea Ripley go to NXT to confront Roxanne. The only person that Roxanne Perez is eyeing right now is Bayley. You've seen Bayley and Roxanne Perez going at it, and obviously, I think it's a making in the works of Bayley versus Roxanne Perez at WrestleMania. And Roxanne Perez did say that her dream opponent is Bayley, so they're probably gonna book that anyway. So crossing out Roxanne Perez, I'm left with Bayley and Bianca, just like you are. So basically, talking about Bianca, obviously there's some, teases between Bianca and Rhea, saying that they want to face each other at WrestleMania. Bianca wants to see Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, and I think Bianca is the best choice, obviously, because the whole Jade Cargill situation. We don't know if Jade Cargill is going to screw Bianca. I mean, if Jade Cargill screws Bianca, someone else is winning. But I just don't see it. I don't think the betrayal happens yet. I think Jade Cargill does return. I think she's going to play it out first. I think she's going to pretend that Bianca and Naomi is still her friends. I think it's going to be a build up. I obviously think it's going to be a build up maybe after WrestleMania. I think maybe Bianca faces Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, and then that's when Jade Cargill costs Bianca. Jade Cargill costs Bianca the big one at WrestleMania. Obviously, Bianca, she needs to turn heel, and it's ideal to have a heel versus face. So I think Bianca turns heel. Question is Bianca was the only one that did it? Did Naomi did it? Did both of them did it? There's people scratching their heads wondering who attacked Jade Cargill. Was it Bianca by herself? Was it Naomi by herself? Was it both of them? But I feel like I'm aiming more for Bianca. I'm not sure. I think it could have been both of them. Naomi could turn heel. The fact that Naomi's been losing matches, obviously. So, I think it's ideal that Bianca's the one that wins this. I think that whole Jay story turns her to a heel, and I think Rhea Ripley might get in. I think Rhea Ripley might get in this mix for the. I think Rhea Ripley will get in the Jade Cargill storyline mix. Rhea Ripley is going to back Bianca for lying. Obviously building up that WrestleMania match. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock in my pick. I am picking Bianca Belair to win this Elimination Chamber and go on to WrestleMania 41 to face Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. So we both picked Bianca Belair. I know you're happy that I picked your girl, Canadian Yorker. Before we move on, any last thoughts about what I said or this match?
Yes, yes. I'd say that, yeah, I guess I am happy that you picked Bianca Belair. But I mean, I know you have your doubts about, regarding the whole Jade Cargill situation because that is a dark cloud that is overhanging Bianca Belair going into Elimination Chamber and also after she comes out of Elimination Chamber as the winner, if she does come out the winner. Um, but Bailey also, could definitely be coming out and getting the win at the Elimination Chamber. I mean, we don't know who the clear winner will be because all these ladies had storyline between each other. Alexa Bliss obviously just came back from injury. Actually, so we might not. We'll see her. Actually, she has history with Liv Morgan, so I could see Alexa Bliss actually going and confronting Liv Morgan about that and challenging Liv Morgan and Raquel for a tag team title. Probably in the future because Alexa Bliss is actually Liv Morgan's kryptonite in a sense. So we'll have to see what happens with that going forward.
All right. And moving on to the final match, we got the men's elimination chamber match where the winner will face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41 for the undisputed WWE Championship. And this men's chamber is stacked as well. We got John Cena. Obviously, the big story with John Cena is his farewell tour. We got CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins. Obviously, the big storyline is most of these men have history. The history between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins. Obviously, there's history between Seth Rollins, Logan Paul. They faced off at WrestleMania a couple years ago. Obviously, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins has history. John Cena has history with Seth Rollins and some of these guys, obviously. So it's stacked. So John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Seth freaking Rollins in this men's chamber where the winner faces Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. Canadian Yorker, you have the floor. What are your thoughts on this match, and who do you think is going to go on to face Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41? What is your prediction?
It's tough. I gotta say, it's tough. It's so hard to choose. Um, the reason why is because of the stacked roster that's right now present for Elimination Chamber. John Cena. This is his. I would say this is his last chance to get into WrestleMania. He's going into Elimination Chamber. This is his last chance. He had that slim chance in Royal Rumble before he was pushed out by Jey Uso, and he lost. He lost at the Royal Rumble. Jey Uso is the winner. So John Cena, this is his last chance. Um, Drew McIntyre, man, I love the dude. I definitely think he definitely could be the one to challenge Cody Rhodes. He's the perfect candidate. Because he is a heel. He is a full heel. He would definitely push the envelope for Cody to defend his title or beat Cody to get because let's face it, if it would be awesome to see Drew McIntyre get the win at WrestleMania and redeem himself over what he lost at WrestleMania. Man, it would be awesome to see Drew McIntyre win at WrestleMania and would get some redemption. But of course, he has competition with Seth Rollins and CM Punk being there. That's going to be tough, extremely tough for him to win against both those guys. I mean, CM Punk, he has come back. He said he's going to go to WrestleMania. He's going to main event. He's going to get the championship. Seth Rollins, another good candidate. I could definitely do it. But uh, we also have Logan Paul, of course. I don't see Logan Paul coming in. Logan Paul is not going to get not Logan Paul is not going to he is not going to go into WrestleMania because he's pissed off Seth Rollins. He's pissed off
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's not going anywhere. Okay, that guy is not going to be. It should be Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio should be in his spot. Rey Mysterio should be there. I would love to see Rey Mysterio at Elimination Chamber, but unfortunately, that's not happening. So Logan Paul is the one that is not going anywhere. We have Damian Priest, man. This man has been on a tear. This man, Damian Priest, is definitely a qualified candidate that could go on to win Elimination Chamber and go on to WrestleMania. Um, Man, it is kind of stacked. Um, who else am I forgetting? I think I pretty much named everyone. Um, I mean, I say I don't see Logan Paul. Let's toss him out. Logan Paul is not going anywhere. Damian Priest, man. I could see Damian Priest I could see Damian Priest getting in there, but at the same time, I mean, he did make some enemies, so there are. Braun Strowman could definitely come out and cost Damian Priest a chance to get the championship. Um, Drew McIntyre is either going to screw Seth Rollins or uh, or CM Punk. So I don't really see. It's kind of tough to call. I don't see I don't see Seth Rollins getting the chance to get the win because of what happened with Roman Reigns. If we see Roman Reigns return, Roman Reigns is definitely going to cost Seth Rollins a chance to get his championship because he attacked Roman Reigns. CM Punk definitely going to cost Roman Reigns. Definitely going to cost Seth Rollins a chance. Um, oh man, um, I wanna go with John Cena, but John Cena is like 40 years old now, and as hard as it is for me to say, I could say John Cena is probably the best candidate to get a win, but he is older now and he's slower, and with him at this age, to try to get the chance to get the Elimination Chamber to win. I mean, his run here is gonna have to be legendary because he's gonna have to push himself farther, and he pushed himself ever farther before. Um, this is tough. I mean,
You,
it's probably for me. It's probably gonna have to come down between three guys, between probably John Cena, CM Punk, um, Seth Rollins. I'm gonna have to narrow this down. I'm probably gonna have to say it's gonna have to go between CM Punk and Cena. I,
you gotta choose
I,
one.
uh, it's. I mean, this is have to gonna have to be better than. I mean, I think there's Money in the Bank coming up after that, so
You got ten.
I think.
You got 10 seconds, or else I'm locking in Logan Paul
Okay,
for
all
you.
right. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with CM Punk to win Elimination Chamber. Um, I think CM Punk is probably going to be the better candidate to go on to face Cody at WrestleMania.
All
So
right,
I'm
so you're
going with
locking
CM
you're
Punk.
locking in your pick in CM Punk.
Yes, yes, I am.
All right, so for me, oh my God. Um, so basically, obviously I've been thinking about this, and look, I picked CM Punk at the Royal Rumble, and I got it wrong, and now I kind of want to pick CM Punk, but I'm afraid that I'm going to be wrong. But then the thing is, like, if I don't pick CM Punk and he wins, that's just like a horrible picking job of me for CM Punk. But then this is the thing, though. Paul Heyman still has that favor for CM Punk. And my question is this the favor? Is Paul Heyman going to help CM Punk win this match right here? What is that favor that Paul Heyman said to CM Punk after Survivor Series? So that's just what's been on my mind making this prediction. So obviously, I don't think Seth Rollins is going to win, unfortunately, because Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, they did that dance multiple times, and obviously him attacking Roman Reigns. We can see Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So I'm gonna scratch off Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins is gonna be more focused having a feud with Roman Reigns, obviously. That's why Seth Rollins is going towards his heel run. I think we're gonna have a heel Seth Rollins versus a face Roman Reigns. People are talking about how CM Punk could obviously, be in the mix. People are talking about a CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns triple threat match. I could see that happen. Obviously, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. I could definitely see Paul Heyman pulling the trigger right there. That could be the favor. Paul Heyman screwing Roman over and joining CM Punk's side. That could be the trigger right there at WrestleMania if they do that triple threat. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman betraying Roman Reigns and joining CM Punk. That could be the favor. And then Drew McIntyre versus Cody. I just don't think that's a possibility. I mean, it could happen. Logan Paul and Cody, they already faced each other, so I'm scratching off Logan Paul. I don't think that's gonna happen. Logan Paul already faced off against Cody Rhodes. Um, so you're down. I crossed out Logan Paul. I crossed out Seth Rollins. CM Punk, he could win. This could be the favor that Paul Heyman could was talking about, obviously. And Damon Priest. I don't know if we're ready for Damon Priest versus Cody. We've seen it so many times. So I'm not sure. It's hard. Obviously Drew McIntyre, he won the Elimination Chamber in Australia last year. He ended up facing Seth Rollins and ended up beating with the whole CM Punk cash, and you know that. Look, John Cena, man. This is his time, man. This is his moment. But I don't know if he's gonna be good enough to win a 16th championship. Obviously John Cena. People are talking about obviously Cody Rhodes still has to answer The Rock. Is Cody Rhodes going to offer his soul to The Rock? That means we might get a heel turn by Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber if Cody Rhodes accepts The Rock's offer. So we might see a heel Cody Rhodes versus a face John Cena, which would be phenomenal, obviously. And John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, there's history there, obviously. But I don't think I think Drew McIntyre is just gonna have a disappointment. Obviously, I don't know if Drew McIntyre can win the Elimination Chamber 2 years in a row. I'm not even sure if that's been done before. So I don't think Drew McIntyre is gonna win, and good reasons. So I'm gonna go ahead. I hope Drew McIntyre doesn't win. So I'm crossing him out. I don't think Drew's gonna win. Um, Damon Priest, I just don't think he's winning. I don't think there wasn't really a storyline between Damian Priest and Cody. Obviously, they're two faces. You never know. We might see a heel Cody versus a face Damian Priest. Obviously, but I just don't think it makes sense if Damian wins here. So I'm gonna cross out Damian. So we're left with obviously John Cena and CM Punk. The question is what is Paul Heyman's favor for CM Punk? Is that going to be later? Honestly, this is my own opinion. I think that favor is going to happen at WrestleMania. I think that they're going to book that match. I would be surprised if they don't. I think it's going to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman at WrestleMania, with Paul Heyman still being Roman Reigns' rise man. I think that favor is Paul Heyman screwing Roman over and helping CM Punk and becoming CM Punk's advocate again. So I think that's my own opinion. I'm gonna go and risk it. I am going to lock in my pick. I am picking John Cena to win the Elimination Chamber and book a match with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Question is Cody Rhodes gonna turn heel? I don't know. This whole John Cena and Cody Rhodes is just going to be another John Cena versus Rock match with two faces at WrestleMania. So, obviously that's just that. But I'm locking my pick in. I am picking John Cena to win the Elimination Chamber, to book a match against Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 41. Honestly, anything goes, but I am locking my pick in. I am picking John Cena to win this whole thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be a hell of a run. Um, my original pick was CM Punk, but I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. I am picking John Cena to win Elimination Chamber. He has to. This is a moment. People want to see this moment. I'm locking in John Cena. So yeah, that would do it. But before we end things, any last thoughts? Anything you want to say about what I said or whatever?
Yeah, I agree that I can see John Cena winning. It's just a toss up, man. It's tough to call. John Cena is in a very stacked elimination chamber match against really tough opponents, and Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Um, it's just tough. It's tough to call because John Cena can he would, this is probably his second to last opportunity to actually get a win and move on to WrestleMania. And if he does win, he will be fighting to get his 17th championship. So what he's actually doing is actually breaking Ric Flair's record, and he will be getting his 17th WWE title going forward. So it'll be really interesting to see what John Cena is going to have to do to get the win over all these guys in the Elimination Chamber match. The reason why I picked CM Punk to win is because CM Punk does have history with Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk definitely would be, him, Drew McIntyre. I don't see Seth Rollins. I could see Seth Rollins doing it if Cody Rhodes. Remember on Friday Night SmackDown, Seth Rollins said he put his life on the line to basically help Cody get the championship. And if Cody does turn and join The Rock and become The Rock's champion, man, it's gonna definitely be a slap in the face to every single person that helped him get the championship, because it was all in vain. So I could see Seth Rollins having a problem with it, and Drew McIntyre for that matter. Also, just going and getting a chance to become a champ, to defeat Cody to become a champion. So um, it's kind of tough to call. We have to see who is going to be the champion coming going forward. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
All right, so that would do it for our Elimination Chamber 2025 prediction video. It was really tough, as you can tell, but we managed to go through it. My name is Bruin Steele, this is Canadian Yorker. Like, subscribe, check out Canadian Yorker's YouTube channel. Link will be in the description, as well as our Wrestling Bros channel, WWE Wrestling Bros, which is our wrestling channel. That link will also be in the description of this video as well. But yeah, that will do it for Elimination Chamber. Yeah, I can't wait for Saturday. I don't think I'll be able to watch it because I'll be out of town, obviously. So, yeah, enjoy Elimination Chamber 2025. I believe you can, check it out on Peacock. So, yeah, my name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker. And we'll see you guys in the next broadcast. See you guys later. Any last seconds?
Yeah, I can't wait for Elimination Chamber, man. It's going to be exciting. Can't wait for it. So I'm definitely going to be watching on Peacock to see how the game goes. So let's get it done.
All right, so that would do it, guys. Take it easy. Bruin Steel and Canadian Yorker, we're out of here. Have the good rest of your night, and see you guys later. Take it easy, guys.
Peace out.